Bam. There we go. Can you hear me? Ken? I don't think you can hear me. We're going to have to figure that out. But let me double check, make sure I'm live. All right. So, pull up these comments. If you can hear me and see me okay, let me know in the comments right now. That way, we can get rolling with this. All right. Boom, boom. Says we're good on both platforms. This is going to be my first time doing this. So let me know, guys, in the chat. Can you hear me? No one's answering me, so I don't know if you actually can. You sound and look better than yesterday. Perfect. So you can hear me. Yeah, dude, we decided to stop messing around with Facebook's platform since their new Go Live is not something I enjoy at all. So we're going with StreamYard, which I kind of like because I feel like it's going to give us a lot more features and allow us to do a lot more. So with that being said, we've got a little bit of a different setup here tonight. We got the logo up in the corner and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit different. Looks like, let me know really quick too. Are we good on YouTube? So Sean, there is no YouTube link. There's no links for this unless you're on the panel with me. The only the YouTube channel, which is Chris Celeste, just type that into YouTube, it pops right up, or go to my personal page, which is Christopher Celeste, the full name. Either one of those, you'll be able to watch these, the stream live, and you'll be good to go. So today, the purpose of this Go Live is to have a Team Phoenix team member, top leader spotlight to share with you guys the success we're seeing on Team Phoenix right now, and some of the results that the people who just got started are being able to kind of build for themselves, momentum, the results, the sales. But I want to be really clear before we dive in that nothing that I'm saying to you today, nothing you're going to hear from my special guest Ken today is a guarantee of income. It's not a guarantee of anything for you, okay? It's just showing you what is possible for those people who jump in, take this very seriously, and put forth the effort to get the results. So I want to be really clear, a quick disclaimer, just because we're talking about results does not mean that is absolutely what you're going to be, going to see walking in. Your efforts really will determine the results you see. So all that being said, all right, thank you, Morgan. Says you're looking good on YouTube as well. Perfect. So I did do a quick trial run with this before, so should be able to run it pretty good. So with that being said, guys, today's special guest is somebody that I've known now for almost 2 years. I actually met this gentleman while I was facilitating an event in Vegas. This event was nothing to do with marketing, but everything to do with marketing, right? As all things, when you start to dive into personal development and personal growth, although you are working on you, it affects every part of your life. And for me personally, it's been a huge component to allowing me to step into my best version of myself and rewrite some of those stories that were holding me back. And so I ended up meeting this gentleman while I was facilitating one of these events. And we ended up doing, actually, let me back up. I actually was facilitating back-to-back events, and he was at both. And so we ended up really connecting, getting to know each other. He is also a Army veteran. He is a, well more decorated veteran than I am. He's former Special Forces. He has multiple Purple Hearts. He's done several tours. He's dedicated most of his adult life to the military and serving this country. And so, we connected on that immediately, both of us being veterans, and we just started talking. We were both from the Northeast originally, and we had a lot in common, and we've stayed connected throughout this time. And so when I got started in this new venture here, and I started to build a business in this industry that we're going to be talking about, I immediately reached out to Ken, and I said, brother, this is it. This is going to be, the answer we've been looking for. Jump in here with me, follow my lead, and let's do some amazing things. And, Ken, without hesitation, was like, show me the details. Let's figure this out. He signed right up, and he has been blazing a trail ever since. And I got to give credit where credit is due. You know, not everybody that signs up is ready to take this on. Not everybody that signs up is ready to just follow the instructions and get the results. Ken has been the exception to that rule. He showed up, and every single time he needed direction and I gave it, he followed it. If I gave him a homework assignment or something to do, he did it. And without fail, I don't even know if this guy sleeps. Honestly, he might be part robot. I don't think he ever sleeps, but he has been blowing all of us away here on Team Phoenix with what's been possible for him. He hit the rank of 1K affiliate this month and has been blazing past it since. And so without further ado, I want to bring out onto the panel my good friend Ken Alicea and have him share with you who he is and the results he's seeing right now. Should pop out here in just a second. And there we go.
Bro, what an introduction. I'm like, I want to take a selfie and be like, damn, dude, this is it's crazy. So what's up, Chris? What do you got, man?
I really appreciate you taking some time, brother, to jump on this with me. I know we might have a little bit of a delay because you are in the middle of nowhere. So we might have a little bit of a delay in your conversation. But what I really want everyone on this call right now to see, and first off, guys, before we dive into Ken's story, this is going to be very powerful for those of you guys who don't know Ken's story, a little bit about him. He's former military, like I said, and just like myself, has blazed a trail for himself through personal development, growing himself since then. And so if you know anybody who is currently suffering PTSD, who has just got discharged and has kind of lost their way, anybody, if you know a veteran, I guarantee you they would benefit from hearing this story today. So do them a big favor, share this video with them and everybody who you feel would benefit from this, because as you're going to find out in just a moment, I believe a lot of people can really gain inspiration and actionable life steps from what Ken's about to share with us. So Ken, do me a quick favor, give us the 5-minute, maybe 10-minute backstory of who is Ken.
Okay. Yeah, guys, my name's Ken. First of all, thank you for having me, Chris. That was an awesome introduction. I'm already seeing the comments going. I appreciate you guys joining. My name is Ken. I am originally from New York City, first generation Hispanic, in America. My whole family's from Puerto Rico. Even though it's considered a U.S. territory, I am first generation here. Grew up with that kind of mentality of, limitations and fears. But most importantly, growing up in New York City in the Bronx, I didn't grow up in the best area. And I saw a lot of my friends getting in trouble, a lot of them getting arrested. And I knew I didn't want to go that route. So as soon as 9/11 hit, I knew, I was in high school. We got the call. They sent us home, came home. I watched it on replay. I would look outside from the window, and I can't see the buildings fall because they had already fallen, but you could see the plumes of smoke rising. And I'm looking at the television, and I'm seeing the towers because they're doing it on replay, showing it going down. And I'm looking outside, and I'm like, this can't be real. Either ways, I knew I was going to join the military since I was 5 years old. My dad was an Army Ranger. He was stationed down in Puerto Rico. And anyways, yeah. So as soon as that happened, I was like, yep, I'm about to graduate here this summer, and I'm going to go overseas and get some. And so that's exactly what I did. Did a couple combat tours. I ended up getting hurt multiple times within the regular Army. While I was in the regular Army, I did three combat tours in the regular Army. I ended up getting hit with an RPG, exploded really close, sent shrapnel to my knee, gave me a second-degree burn, kind of gave me a concussion. Didn't really mess me up too bad. Came home, got surgery. At that time, I was 18 years old, turning 19, so I can heal super fast. So I was in the hospital and I was in and out. And back then, times were a little bit different. They needed guys to fight wars. So if you gave the nurse a little sob story and, hey, I want to go back overseas, they'll freaking write it up, clear you, and next thing you know, you're on the bird. I still can't bend my knee, but I'm over here freaking deploying. And second time I got hit was 2007, May 19, 2007. I got blown up by 2 anti-tank mines that they booby-trapped the house. At that time period, they did the surge in Baghdad and pushed all the shitheads up north to the Bakuba area. Well, they did a surge in Bakuba, and then the area that we were in was heavily vegetated. So there were certain areas where we weren't allowed to go in because, like I said, I was regular Army at that time, and only Special Forces and Rangers can go in there, and SEALs. So it was a pretty hot area. Again, we were doing counter sniper operations. I was one of the guys that was supposed to take out the IED and placers that morning. Little did I know, they ended up booby trapping that house, knowing that we had perfect overwatch on that highway and that we could possibly use that house for future operation to take people out, and detonated the house. I was right underneath. I don't know how the heck I still look the way that I do. I still have all my limbs, but I got pretty messed up, man. Ended up in a coma for about 4 days, and Camp Anaconda. Woke up, had a lacerated liver, freaking, all my internals were completely damaged. Didn't find that out till later on when I went to Germany, got some surgeries. I was still unstable. They were going to fly my parents out to Germany. That didn't happen, because I was able to fly back home. They brought me back to Brooke Army Medical Center. I got some more surgeries on there. Stayed there in the hospital for about a month, and then after that I started spiking fevers. So this is probably my 4th exploratory surgery. They had to open me back up and find out that I had a tear in the small intestines, which was causing an infection in my that was what was causing the fevers and the infection. So I had like 5 exploratory surgeries. At that time they just freaking left me open after about the 3rd one. And so fast forward there, right? So all this happened to me. And this is my mentality, guys, and I kind of want to share it because it plays a later role on where I'm at. My whole mindset was when I joined the military, I was going to go to war. I can give and I'm sorry for cursing, but I can give 2 fucks about uniforms, dress right dress, or any of the stupid rules back home. My whole purpose of joining the military was to fight the wars, win, and kill bad guys. That was it. So after I got out of the hospital, I ended up finagling my way to getting cleared, pretty much. I sweet talked the lady, the nurse that was checking me out. And at that time, I was in the Warrior Transition Unit. And I told her, I was like, look, 2 of my guys just got killed. Josiah Hollapeter and Den ended up getting killed in the area that I'm at. I was like, they just lost me. Morale's at an all-time low. I'm talking to the guys back home. Everybody, I was their top warrior. And so I was like, if you can please clear me, I was like, I swear to God, I won't go into any combat operations. It just would bring up the morale for them to see me come back. And she was just like, Ken, if something happens, I was like, you're not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to even do anything. I swear, please. If you need me, I'll do a backflip right now. And that's what I told her. And she was just like, oh. So she signed the paperwork. That pretty much cleared me. And then I ended up going to G2 because my buddy worked in G2 in division or something like that. And they put me on a flight. My unit didn't even know I left. They thought I was AWOL. It wasn't until I showed up to Iraq and everybody's just like, what the heck? So shortly after that, I ended up, we finished the rotation, and then we came back and we're in Kuwait getting ready to head on home. And next thing you know, they were like, hey guys, we got 2 guys that want to talk to you. And it was these guys wearing green berets, fucking Special Forces guys. And at that time, I was pissed off because I had already tried to go Special Forces a long time ago, but they wouldn't take me because I had jacked up knee from the RPG. So I got disqualified right off the bat. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, man. Screw these guys, And I've been scoring perfect scores on my PT test, 300s all the time. I was an overachiever, And I'm just like, I can give 2 fucks about what they say. I was angry. Next thing you know, they were like, one of my Joes goes, hey, Sergeant, I got a question. And he was like, yeah, what's up? And he goes, what about if you scored 300s on your PT test, you're physically fit, you're a monster, you've got multiple combat tours, there's nothing wrong with you, but you just had knee surgery? And he was like, oh, we got waivers now. And I was just like, what? You guys got waivers? So I went and I talked to the guy and I was like, hey, man, I'm in Fort Hood. And he was just like, hey, you're the dude that got hit with the RPG. And I was like, yeah, man, you guys fuck. He was like, man, we didn't have waivers back then. And I was like, well, can I go to selection? And he was just like, yeah, let's go get you signed up, man. Your paperwork should still be there. Bro, I just finished getting blown up in a house. I just finished getting freaking cleared. 5 months later, I'm trying to go to freaking Special Forces selection. Well, guess what? I freaking made it. I swear to God, probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, man. And come to find out later on, my intestines and my abdominal wall had developed scar tissue. So every time I'd run over a mile or do any physical activity over a certain point, it felt like somebody was stabbing me with knives because it was doing microscopic tears. My intestines was doing this and my abdominal wall was doing that. So I would just suck up the pain, man. And I'd just be like, nah, dude, fuck that. I'm not going to go back to the regular army, drive around, get blown up, listen to some dumbass lieutenant that just got out of college, make some stupid call, and then we end up getting killed. I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm going special forces, and this time I'm going to kill every single motherfucker that comes in front of me. And that's exactly what I did. So it was glorious. Well, fast forward, get freaking shot. At that time, that is the end of my career, right? I come back home, and I'm going to speed things up a little bit more. I come back home, and I got moved to Destin, Florida, because that's where they moved 7 Special Forces Group. And they put me in the Warrior Transition Unit there in Eglin. And what happens with the Air Force? They're like, holy shit, a Green Beret, you got shot. Does it hurt? And I'm like, yeah, it hurts. So they're like, oh, here's Percocet and Vicodin. I mean, if a Green Beret's saying it hurts, it must hurt. So they fucking give me these things. And I'm like, oh, take every 4 hours. Well, guess what I was doing? Every 4 hours. Yep. Freaking, and then little did, you know, at this time, this is probably my 6th combat rotation. And I've got severe PTSD. I had just Calvin Harrison and Mark Forster just got killed. And I felt guilty for what happened to them because I pushed my vehicle up ahead. And what do? They stopped focusing on us and shifted towards the dismounted guys, and we couldn't turn around. And bro, you talking about survivor's guilt, which you said, and I've heard you mention this before. Yeah, bro, I suffered with survivor's guilt real hard, man, because I made that stupid call. And those 2 guys ended up getting killed. So anyways, I come back home. I'm battling PTSD now. You know, I've been freaking fighting war since I was 18 years old. I'm a 26-year-old man now. You know, I got multiple combat freaking deployments. And, you know, I got anger issues, anxiety. Like, I can't be in large, crowded places because I think somebody's going to set off a suicide bomber. You know, and in Iraq, back in 2000 through 2004 to 2006, 2007, suicide bombers was the thing. And we got pretty close to that. So here I am. I'm going out because I don't want to stay in. I've been freaking deployed my whole life. And then I go out, and then my outlet was to drink. So I would get drunk. I'd pop some Vicodins. I would do it till my face gets numb. That will take all the pain away, you know, and make me forget about all the crap that happened overseas. And that was my outlet. Well, as you can imagine, doing that for several months, you're going to build a tolerance, and you're going to take more and more and more, and it's going to start messing with your brain to the point where I lost a year out of my life. And when I snapped out of it, everybody hated me, bro. The unit was like, don't hang out with that guy. He's bad news. I got an Article 15. I was 3 days away from getting pinned E7. I got flagged, and then I got demoted. And then right before I got out, I got my clearance taken away. So here I am trying to apply whenever I got out, I'm trying to apply for the 3-letter agencies, DEA, CIA, all that good stuff, right? I've got no college, and nobody wants to take me. They're like, Ken, why did your clearance get suspended? Oh, well, this will happen. Then they'd be like, you know what? Stay out of trouble for 2 years, reapply, and then we'll reconsider. In the meantime, you need college in order to get into the federal programs, at least a bachelor's degree. So here I am, a Green Beret, very minimal skills other than freaking war fighting. What the hell was I going to do? You know? So fast forward again, I ended up getting into the contracting world, snapped out of it. I was homeless for about a year. Once I got out of that homelessness, I had applied for contracting jobs, and I ended up going overseas. And I told myself the whole time, I am never going to be without a skill set. I'm never going to be that guy where I'm going to be living out of a car and doesn't have any friends because doesn't have any money. And I'm going to put everything I have towards my studies, get my college degrees, do all this stuff. All right. So that was about 6-7 years ago. Fast forward till now, right? I met Chris. We met at the digital marketing stuff. I started getting into that because I realized the stuff that I'm doing now, you know, I was doing security, contracting security for the State Department, Ambassador's Protection Detail, all that. At the end of the day, when I come home, I'm a glorified fucking gate guard, or, you know, or I'm a mall. I didn't want to go into the police force. So I didn't want to do any of that stuff. I didn't want to work federal. I didn't want to work FBI. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. And so then I ended up switching over, working paramilitary contracts through other government agencies in the intelligence world. Well, that shit was sexy, but at the end of the day, you can't tell anybody what you do, who you work for, can't have any foreign contacts, And then they give you 4 nice little bullets to put on your resume that speak absolutely nothing of what you've done. So again, I'm a fish out of water. I'm dead in the water if I come back home. What the hell am I going to do for work? And then, so that's when I started really looking at options online. That's when I got into the affiliate marketing, digital marketing. That's when I met Chris. And then fast forward, now I'm here. So that's my story, man.
Awesome. No, I appreciate you sharing that with us, brother. You know, when I first met you, and we were sitting there in Vegas together, and you were sharing with me, who you were and what you've been through. Obviously we immediately connected, and you've been on way more than me. You've done a lot more than me personally, and it's not about comparisons, brother. But I just want to say, dude, from one veteran to another, thank you for your service. Because I'm starting to get an echo. Hold on. Let me see if I do this. If that's better. Perfect. All right. So I had to mute you for a second, brother. Just from one veteran to another, dude, thank you for your service, right? Because at any one of those injuries, at any one of those times, you could have said, you know what, I'm done, I'm out. But you just kept going. You had a fire in your heart to serve this country, to protect your brothers and sisters, to make sure that we wake up every morning free. That, dude, I just thank you. Thank you very much, man. You definitely make my family sleep much better at night, and I really appreciate that. So what I would really love to do is just kind of just transfer over, and we've talked about your military career, your background, where you come from, who you are, and again, man, thank you. But what I really want to transfer into right now is, what have you been able to accomplish here with this organization and Team Phoenix in the last about 30 days, really. This is your first full 30 days here. Complete 30-day month that you've been running, and you crushed the 1K rank. So let's hear it for that. That's freaking awesome. And you're on your way up, dude. You're almost, you could hit 2K this month easy if you just kept going. You are going. You haven't stopped. So, share with us a little bit, man. Like, what about this opportunity got you excited? What is the reason that you've had such great success so far in your mind? What do you attribute to that great success? How have you been able to hit that 1K so quickly? What is it from your own perspective about this, everything you're doing right now, that has allowed you to have such great results? Oh, yeah, hold on. I got to unmute you. There you go.
All right. Yeah, man. Okay. So obviously I got into this because why you freaking reached out to me, and anything you touch, Chris, is gold. I've seen it time and time again. Success leaves clue, right? So I'm not going to sit here with a guy that's made fucking quarter mil a year, $500,000 in 2 years, and question his freaking, you tell me, hey, Ken, I think you would do great in this. You need to come on board. This is what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, where do I sign up? Show me. Done. No questions asked, bro. And that's the kind of guy, man. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I don't give a fuck about anything, bro. I will literally, till my last dime, I will try, because I can always recover that loss. I'd rather give something fully 100%. Thank God. I'm currently not single right now because I'm dating someone, but at that time I was single. So I don't have kids. I don't have anything holding me back. So I can really, really, really go hard. So coming into this business, whenever I saw what it was, because you didn't tell me. Well, actually, yeah, you did. But like, I didn't know what it was. And you was just like, hey, you would do great in this. And I was like, all right, kid, fucking show me. Let's go. Let's do this. And then I saw it, and I was, I've already done the research on that. I don't like prescription drugs because of what happened to me. Michael, he's posted on here, and he said he lost a year of his life. What was it, Chris? You're taking 14 pills a day or something crazy
11.
like that? Yeah,
it was 11 pills a day.
Yeah. I have spoken to people right now that are taking 14 to 16 pills a day, and I talk to them, and I'm like, have you tried CBD? They have no idea. None of them have. So I was just like, oh, here you go, which is why I've been successful. I'm gonna go to that. So as soon as I saw this opportunity, I saw that it was a growing business, 22 billion within the next 4 or 5 years, something like that. I said, yeah, I'm jumping on board, man. And I've done, that there was no questions asked. This is an alternative to pills. I cannot stand pills. I'd rather suck up the pain than put another freaking pill in my mouth. Yeah, dude, I'm all for it. So that's pretty much where I've been at, Chris, with coming on board. Let's start talking about success, I guess, and why I was able to reach it so fast. I see a lot of people making excuses, you know. Thank God I've never been one of those guys, you know, in my military career. Obviously, I just told you guys a little bit about that. I'm still human. There's days where I'm freaking down, you know, and I talk to my girl and I'm like, you know, it's one of those days. And she's just there and she comforts me, you know, and freaking tells me whatever. We all have those days. But the most important thing is to keep going and not quit. I don't ever quit. It's funny that you said that, or what you did earlier, Chris. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, you're just frozen. I can hear you. Your screen's just frozen. Oh, no, now it just cut out.
You guys
You're good again. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I don't quit, you know, and I have one of those moments where I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm like, yeah, hey, bro, go take a knee, face out, drink some water, and then get back into it, you know. And I have a good support system. I talk to my girlfriend, and she helps me out a lot, you know. With feeling better, just her smiling, freaking just brightening up my day. And I'm like, you know what? This is my reason why, you know. This is my reason why. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get your ass back on that freaking chair. Start freaking doing this shit, growing this business, so you can leave Afghanistan and you don't have to fucking sleep in a twin size bed, you know. You can sleep with a freaking super hot mamacita. So that's my status. That's where I want to be. Anyways, yeah, man. Chris, it's kind of weird because I can't see you, bro.
I'll pop back in. I was just trying to give you the spotlight.
Yeah. All right. So with daily methods of operations, man, I follow to the T exactly what you put out in the group. You know, whenever I go on Facebook, and I'll explain to you guys what my daily ritual is. I wake up in the morning, you know, do all my freaking hygiene stuff, go straight into work. All right. What I do in work is I take about 30 minutes, bro. I've gotten so good at work that I can do all the network stuff that they need done. Boom, knock it out all fast. You know, thank God COVID struck, so operations aren't really running. So I get 30 minutes of just me freaking able to knock out all my work. As soon as I knock all that out, it's Ken time. Right? So I can freaking start hitting everything. So I'll go on Facebook, find out whose birthday it is, right? Send them a private happy birthday message, right? After that, freaking, you know, and this is another thing, because lately I've been sending out so many messages. I sent out 65 last night, you know, to a cold audience. Yeah. So it sucks because right as I'm coming off a shift, my phone is freaking blowing up. So I'm having to prioritize and talk to people, and man, it's freaking horrible, bro. So I'm starting to tell myself, okay, Ken, you got to limit yourself to at least 25, because I've really tailored it according to my personality. So anytime somebody gets that message before, they never, I'd get probably 30% of people wouldn't open the messages, or maybe even more, because they just think I'm some creepy guy trying to get some, you know, from females or whatever. Now, every single person I send a message opens it up, because they go on my Facebook. And that's another thing, guys. People are always watching what you post. You know, I'm telling you, man, I watch what you guys post. My guys below me, shit pisses me off when they're like, oh, I haven't seen results. Well, motherfucker, what do you got? What was that shit you just posted yesterday? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You know? And I was like, you're not doing money making, what is it? What do you call it, Chris?
Income producing activities.
Income producing activities, bro. I don't watch television. You know, I'm not gonna lie, man. I had some movie dates with my chick. You know, we got to get the bonding moment going. You know, so I'll take my little break. I'll do movie, and then as soon as that's over, I'm back at it, bro. You know, but yeah, it's always income producing activities. If I'm walking anywhere, thank God now I'm able to download. You know, because I paid for the baller ass internet. I pay $160 a month just to get the baller internet. So thank God. So whenever the internet's not freaking, when it's cut off, when it's running and it's doing well, I'll freaking go online and I'll try to download all the freaking Power Team stuff, or I'll list or download something that gives me value, that gives me content to create. So, you know, that's another one, guys. How many times has Chris, how many times has Aaron put it into you guys? What you take in, you will push out, you know? Just today, off of my freaking stories, my 2 stories, I've had people reach out to me. Cold audience, I connected with them, didn't really see anything going with it, whatever. Next thing you know, they hit me back up and they're like, Ken, I love the positivity. I really like what you're doing with the CBD stuff. You think maybe we can sit down, maybe we can talk later on and you can tell me a little bit more about this? And I'm like, psh, absolutely. And there was another one. I saw Candace Bird on the power team, and she was talking to Mr. Parker, and pretty much she said, just because you get a no doesn't mean that's not a no forever. You know what I'm saying? That's just a temporary no. So, like I said, people are always watching. So, bro, if you're trying to run a business, you got to be professional, man. Like, you want people to see that page and be like, you know what? This guy's an outstanding individual. If I go into business, I want to go into business with this guy. I'm not saying be all freaking, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? But don't go posting stupid political bullshit that's going to piss people off, you know? And I mean, try to keep it straight, man. So anyways, with that being said, all right, we're going back. I'm sorry, I deviate a lot. So do the birthday thing. Answer some messages. All right. After I freaking answer some messages, because it's nighttime, I do that for about an hour or two. Really talk to people, get them to pre-enroll if they haven't pre-enrolled, you know, just for the product. But the most important thing is I don't sell them shit. My whole mindset is I want to help people. And let me tell you something. Whenever I first started this, within the first weeks, 2 weeks, people were like, don't talk to me. I reached out to Christopher Celeste, right? That's another thing. Fucking reach out to them, guys, man. They're here to help you. Okay. I reached out to Chris. I reached out to Aaron. Bro, they gave it to me, man. You know, and thank God I don't have, you know, I don't get hurt feelings. But they fixed me, man. So what was one of the things? Ken, don't go right off the bat and fucking try to sell anything. Talk to these people, connect with them, find out what is their pains, what are their motivations, whatever, man. Just find out who these people are. So it's gotten to the point now where, bro, I don't want to sell shit. I just want to know who the person is, you know? And then eventually, if I, you know, I will get something out of it where, hey, man, maybe my product can help you. And then I'll bring it up. You know, I got all the time in the world, bro. You say, you know, it's funny you say that you probably don't think I sleep. No, I probably don't. I get 3 to 4 hours a night. I'm totally okay with that. But I want to be successful in this business. So I'm going to do, you know, like Grant Cardone's book, 10X rule. I'm going to do 10 times more than anybody else is doing so that I can supersede that and be successful. So with that being said, man, after I knock out, you know, the messages and I talk to people and I really connect with them, what do? I write it down in this super technological thing that keeps all the tracking and data. It's called a notebook. With pen and papers, you know, and then I write down the dates, times, making little notes, and then I've got what Aaron Parker did with his call list, which is LSM, left scripted message. Oh, message replied. That means they freaking wrote me back. Oh, okay, cool. Well, this is a person that I'd like to talk to again or possibly reach out to. So F you, not fuck you. Follow up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. I'd follow up with these people. All right. So I'm turning cold audiences into warm audiences so that I can drop them the business opportunity later on. But in the meantime, finding out whether they like the product or not, or they're interested in taking that product. So that's what I've been doing right now. I can do a better job. Like I said, I think I hit too many people all at once and now it's taking too much time. So maybe limit it down to 25, but it's all lessons learned, man. This is my first month. I've never done network marketing. I'm not really a big social person. As you can tell, I'm very aggressive, very freaking fast forward leaning and stuff like that. So it's a bit of an adjustment for me. But I'm definitely learning, Chris. This is the most important part is I'm learning how to be a better human, man. How many veterans have you heard that say, man, I can't relate. I can't talk to civilians. Well, bro, you either adapt and overcome or you become that fucking veteran that nobody wants to hang out with and they make fun of because you're a freaking loser and, you know, you're shut off from the world because you're too cool. You're not too cool, bro. You learned a skill set in the military, how to be a badass and kill shit, right? Well, learn how to be a skill set in the civilian world, be an upstanding fucking citizen that civilians want to hang out with because they look up to you and they want to hang around you, you know? So all this stuff, this network marketing and digital marketing is not just learning a skill set in the internet world to make a passive income, residual income or anything like that. It's a skill set to learn how to communicate with people. Bro, the second I started adding value to myself and learning this stuff, I started noticing that the quality of life that I've had in my personal relationships with my parents has increased. My friends have increased. I now have friends that I can rely on, that I can trust, not these freaking people that I used to hang out with back in the day that the second I had no money, they were like, don't hang out with Ken because he's broke. You know? Fuck that shit, man. You add value to yourself, you're going to attract value. And that's what happens. You add value to your Facebook profile, you're going to attract value of people wanting to come in and join you on your journey, follow you on your journey. This is my first month. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm working with limited internet. All right. This shit goes out all the freaking time. I'm dodging my freaking bosses. My last report for my evaluation, they had 3 freaking bullets that said best thing since sliced bread. You're doing great, Ken. Freaking outstanding. And then the last bullet said it's come to my attention that you've been focusing more on digital marketing than you have your actual job. You need to fix that. Perception is reality. So pretty much the next one that I get that's negative like that, I get a freaking, I could probably get, cut. So I'm having a battle. My coworkers snitching on me or fucking hating on me, even though I'm doing my job. Haters are going to hate, right? Because you're succeeding, you're doing great. They're in the military. They keep complaining how contractors make more money. And then they find out that you're making more money on the side as passive, income. They're going to hate. So that I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with power outages. Fucking power comes out off all the time. So here I am. I'm about to make some phone calls or whatever. The power goes out. Next thing you know, internet cuts off. I can't make my phone calls during that time period. So I have so many things, bro. And I remember there was one day, Chris, where I sat here and I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to do this when freaking you keep shitting on me, bro? And I was like, can I get a break? And I was so upset, dude. I had to take 2 days off, man. I had to take 2 days off and just recover, bro. Because I'm just like, every time, internet would go out, freaking power would go out. And then the power went out only in my Connex and nobody else's, So I'm just like, why me, bro? Why me? So anyways, but after that, I went back to my reasons why I don't want to quit, you know what I'm saying? And why I want to keep pushing forward. I'm a 35-year-old man now, you know what I'm saying? I've spent my whole adult life fighting in war. Since 17 years old, I've been training for war. 18, I deployed, and that's all I've been doing, fighting and training for war. I'm over it, man. I'm done. I've served my country. I've wasted my freaking youth, fighting wars. I'm done. I want to come back home. I want to freaking run a legitimate freaking business. I want to help people. You know what I'm saying? I've seen so much bad and done so much bad that it's time to fucking put some good into the world and do some good, because it makes me feel good, And yeah, dude. And I want to start a family. I got this freaking sexy ass chick that's got my back, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like super excited. I'm doing great, man. So anyways, that's a little bit about me. There you go, Chris. What else do you got?
No, that was great, dude. There were tons of nuggets in there. Hopefully you guys grabbed on. I got to mute you because you're actually one of the things that really stood out to me, right, is that sophisticated tracking system you have, right? The notebook. I mean, for those of you guys who had the opportunity to see my 5K interview, that's exactly how I went to 5K. 5K affiliate, first 30 days, and it's exactly following what Ken just showed you guys. I wasn't using an Excel spreadsheet. I wasn't using some advanced tracking. I just wrote down everybody's name I talked to. And then I would do a little indentation, just like Aaron Parker showed us, where it's like, follow-up, FU, things like that, simply broken down so that I could stay on track and make sure that I was messaging people. And the second thing that you said, dude, that really hit home for me, and I think it's something that we should readdress so that everybody that's listening doesn't repeat that, is that when I first got started too, I was going, balls to the wall. I was going for, 50 people messaged a day. But what ends up happening is those numbers start to compound day after day. And when you get to like day 3 or day 4, now you're talking to 100 people in a single day. And it's hard to keep track of all that and then maintain the balance with the family. And, we get in this industry so that we don't have to work the rest of our like every hour of our day, right? We get in this so we can have the balance, so that we can have a business that provides us residual income without us actually having to work for it. And so it's awesome that you brought that up, because it's something that happened to me personally. And if it happened to you, it's happening to other people. And so I get that you guys want great success quickly. I get that. Trust me, I was just as hungry for it. But don't put yourself in a situation where then you're getting overwhelmed and dropping the ball. What you have to realize is that this marketing, the way we market, is a compounding effect. It's not all about everything all in one day. It's about staying to a structured game plan and hitting these people up so that as you move through, you can actually fulfill on everything you're doing, help the people you're looking to help, and you're not dropping the ball and leaving people, wondering what happened. So perfect, dude. One last thing I did want to talk to you about, because it's just, when you start talking about your family and the products and, what's going on with that, it's honestly, dude, like the whole team just starts cracking up laughing. I think it's absolutely amazing how, and I'm not going to take away from what you're going to share, but just the transformation from complete haters to complete supporters is absolutely phenomenal. And so just last thing we're going to touch on before we close out, what has been going on for you and your family with the actual products, regardless of the money you're making and getting paid every Thursday and 1K and all the amazing things you're doing. Let's go over and talk about just the products for a second. And I'm going to unmute you and let you take it, brother. You're good. Oh, I can't. You're muted on your side now.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Let me tell you what's going on. I'm shipping this shit directly over here, bro. I'm risking getting fired. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have never gotten the package, so I don't know if they had little hemp leaves all over the thing, make it all pretty. Thank God they didn't. It was a freaking cardboard box. Yeah, I'll show you guys. It was a cardboard box just like this, nothing on it. The only thing that said anything indicator-wise about CBD products was the declarations tab. So I was kind of nervous about that. But dude, I can't ship this home because my whole family's gonna jack me, bro. It's like Christmas over there. I'm serious, man. Dude, and I've been watching the videos, and it kind of seems like, I'm making my mom seem like an ultimate, like, I don't know, some sort of ultimate hater on everything. Bro, she's not. She just hates the business, like traditional, non-traditional businesses. Let's put it that way. They're the, rich dad, poor dad. They're the poor dad's version where it's like work hard, get a job, and then move up in the ladder. Like that's how they are. So anytime I invest in anything, they're just like, Ken, save your money, whatever. And I'm like, Mom, I don't win, I don't lose at things, Mom. Just let me try it, So she's always trying to lecture me on stuff. She was like, you're getting older. You're going to need to save this stuff. So when you have a family, blah, blah, blah. I was like, Mom, I got this. Don't worry, So that's the argument that I have with my mom constantly. And she's looking out for my well-being. God bless her heart. I know. It's just an old school way of thinking. So with that being said, my parents ended up getting this stuff. And as you can see on the bottles, you get my parents know what marijuana is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, but they think this is it. And I was like, Mom, that's hemp. That's not, don't be sending drunks to my house, Katie. What do you want me to do? And I'm like, Mom, stop being a damn hater. And I remember having that conversation with her where I'm like, can you please just support me? I was like, please. I was like, nothing I do business-wise, you guys support me in any way. You didn't support me in my real estate, and then I started killing it, and then I didn't even hear anything from you guys. Now I'm over here trying this online business stuff, and you guys aren't supporting me. I was like, the only thing I ask for you to do is just fucking support me, Mom. I can't try the products because I work for the government, so I can't take the THC stuff. I was like, my uncle, he's no medical claims, but he's got seizures. I was like, I've heard what this product can do to change for the quality of his life. And I was like, so give it to him. I was like, I need you guys to try this stuff. The dog has digestion problems. Give him the CBD dog snacks and the treats and all that, and she was just like, Kenny, I don't know. And I was like, Mom, just please support me. So finally I told her, this is what sealed the deal, guys. I told her, I was like, Mom, I'm already pretty damn successful with everything that I've done. I was like, I might not be baller and millionaire or whatever, but I have story to tell. And when I talk, people listen. And I'm grateful for that because of my life experiences and everything that I battled and overcame. I was like, I'm going to stand up on stage one day and I'm going to share a story. And that story can go two ways. It can go, I did all of this and not even my parents supported me, or I did all of this with the support of my parents. Which side are you guys going to be at? Bro. She was like, okay, Ken. All right, we'll talk. Next thing you know, they called me and they were like, hey, I talked to John. John's my stepdad. And she was like, I talked to John and, we're sorry, Ken. We haven't been supportive of you. And I was just like, "You're damn right." So she was like, "So what do you want me to do?" I was like, "Okay, cool. So I go into freaking NCO mode, the knife hand and all that shit. So I'm like, "Hey, give the fucking CBD oil to Theo Judy. Give the freaking, the little sprays to your coworkers at work so they can get energy and stuff and they go around the street because she's a letter carrier." And I was like, "Give dog snacks, freaking whatever." I was like, "Also, you got a Mother's Day present coming." I was like, "I need you to try that, take pictures, all that stuff, right?" So what happens? She was like, "Okay." She goes and does it. Still kind of hesitant, still whatever. She hasn't seen the product. She hasn't tried it. She gets the bath bomb Mother's Day set, right? Right off the bat, she gets it. "Oh my God, it smells so good." I'm like, "Yeah, I told you, Mom." You know? And so she opens it. She loves it. She's like, "Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to try it." I was like, "Cool. You have the hair serum in there." It came with the hair serum and I think body lotion. Anyway, so she took a shower that night. She put the hair serum on. And, dude, my mom's one of those people that she shops at the Dollar General. The most she'll get extravagant shampoo and conditioner is Pantene Pro V. Like, she's Hispanic as fuck, like anything to save a penny. And God bless their hearts. So anyways, what happened? She goes and puts the hair serum on her head, she says she tied it up, and then she went to sleep. She wakes up the next morning, and she says that she let her hair down and she was like, "It's so soft and it was so shiny." And she was like, "The little white hairs, the little gray hairs that I have, they always stick up, Ken, because they're dry and, whatever." She was like, "But now, like, they could comb back and they don't stick up." And she was like, "I really like it. It smells so good, too." And I'm not going to lie. Hey, guys, I got down on it tonight, bro. And it is looking luxurious, So I freaking believe, man. I went into my job and I was just like, "Hey, man, in case you didn't smell me coming, you might want to come over here and sniff me real quick." So everybody was smelling my hair and they were like, "Yo, that smells good." So I was like, "All right, cool." But I really love the products. But anyways, yeah. Now my parents are believers, Now I gotta have the freaking products shipped to me because they're gonna steal my stuff, man. They already took 3 of my little humidifier, freaking, the essential oils. And so I'm just like, all right. Look, you're not giving me videos. You're not giving me pictures. I was like, I got to take this from you guys, man. I was like, I need some sort of social proof to get my business going, Mom. I can't just be giving out free products. So yeah, man. So that's where I'm at right now.
No, dude, I appreciate you taking the time to share that, because when you first shared with me, me and you talk basically every day, and a lot of my team, everybody that I work with, we're in contact a lot. But me and you've been in contact for a while. So when you started telling me, your mom was giving you, I wouldn't say hating on you, but your mom was giving you a hard time because of this leaf right here that so many people confuse. And I think that it was Danielle who, she referred to it as Pot's sober cousin. I thought that was really funny. That's an awesome way to refer it. But when people see that or don't understand, what CBD is, right away, it's a drug. It's not, a supplement like it really is. And so, I can understand your parents coming from that place, but with a slight conversation, a little switch in perspective, they were able to see that, okay, hemp has a lot of uses. I mean, we've been talking about it forever, and thankfully Trump just back last year, federally got rid of that ban on it so we can use it for what it's meant to be. But I think it's really crazy that you were able to have that conversation with her, switched her perspective or her perception slightly, and then now she loves the stuff. She understands that it's not going to alter her brain chemistry in any way, and that she can use it. And I personally got the bath bombs for my wife. She's been loving them as well. And that's something I'm glad that you hit on here, is that we do have tinctures and creams and gummies with the CBD infused for you to take. We even have coffee with the CBD infused for you to take. But one of the top sellers, one of the competing sellers with those CBD oils is our hemp hair care line. That professional grade. I believe Michael's still on here tonight. You wanted to say something? No?
Hey guys,
okay. I noticed you pointed to the screen.
Dude, I'm about to drop some real knowledge right here. You ready for this? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I have only sold one CBD, and that was the dog CBD. The rest of it has been all hair care. I hit 1K affiliate off of fucking hair products, guys. So I get military personnel, right, that are serving right now crying, oh, I can't sell fucking CBD. I get people from different countries that cry about not being able to get a hold of the CBD products. And that shit pisses me off because I'm in freaking Afghanistan with limited resources and I'm hitting fucking ranks selling hair care products. What's your excuse?
It's powerful, dude. And, something that, drop the mic and walk off. Something that's really powerful, right, is the fact that we are a global company, right? So we have teams in Africa, Canada, that don't have access to the CBD. They can't. There's no possible way yet for them to have it. But yet they're crushing it. You have leaders that are 5K, 10K, 25K, 100K from countries that can't even sell the actual CBD products themselves. They have to sell the other things like the hemp hairline and things like that. So you know what? I agree with you, brother. Anytime someone comes to me and they're like, hey, you know what? This is a reason why I didn't do this. It's just an excuse. Everything's an excuse. And I love that about you. And it's a perfect example is that you take no excuses. You take no excuses, first of all, from yourself, which is where it all starts. And then you take no excuses for anybody else. If you're going to start with you not holding yourself accountable, then you're going to hold everybody else accountable as well. And I think that's one of your superpowers, brother, is that, no matter what, lead by example. Exactly, brother. So I just want to take a second before we wrap this up and jump into the last little bit of announcements I have. I just want to take a second and show you some love, brother, because I really do appreciate you taking this time to jump out here, share your story, share what you've been able to accomplish for yourself, and, with these products, with this business, and, just give you a huge shout out. 1K, that's a big thing, dude. That's not easily done. So many people, like you said, put excuses in front of themselves and stop themselves from getting there. And, you're a perfect example of limited resources, taking no excuses and pushing yourself through. And I have no doubt, brother, I have no doubt that you will hit 5K before the end of next month. I have no doubt in my mind.
Well, the funny thing is all these little cold leads are now warm leads because I've talked to them and built a relationship with them, and now they're my friends. So, yeah, they're about to start supporting Daddy. It's going to happen.
There you go. So, brother, again, just thank you so much for taking the time to jump on here, share with everybody your experience, what you've been through, your business and everything else. I do appreciate it. Guys, show Ken some love right now in the chat, in the comments. Let him know. Thank you. Yours is blowing up. Cool.
Dude, they've been showing nothing but love, guys. I'm sorry I haven't been responding, but I see all your guys' chat. So, yeah,
been doing my best to get them up onto the screen because I know once this goes into recording, a lot of these, especially on YouTube, a lot of these comments just disappear and go into the ether web. They're gone forever. And so, I try to put the comments up so you guys can actually see them on the replay and be engaged with us as we're here. But thank you, Ken. I just got a couple of quick announcements before we wrap this thing up. So, looks like you're frozen up anyway. I'm going to mute your mic, and I'm going to jump out in front as soon as it lets me. I think we just froze up. So I'll just continue from here for a moment. Listen, guys, two quick things before we wrap up here tonight. If you gained value from this, if you were inspired, motivated, lifted up at all by Ken's story, what he shared here tonight, if you know a veteran who is currently suffering still that could benefit from hearing what Ken's been through and has pushed himself to such great, success now, please share this with them, right? To show them that there are other veterans out there, other people out there who have been through similar situations, worse situations, or not even as worse situations, but are still taking on life in a massive way, creating great results, and leaving a positive impact on the world. Share this with everybody who needs to hear it because Ken's message and story is powerful. So make sure you're sharing that. And so the other announcement that I have for everybody here tonight is this Saturday. So Saturday, May 30th, okay, at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Someone write this in the chat for me. May 30th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are doing a company-wide, massive virtual launch We're going to be introducing new products. We're going to be sharing success stories. We're going to give you a behind the scenes look of what we're actually doing. It's going to be tons of fun, and you're going to get tons of insight, all the juicy details from behind the scenes. So if you guys at all want to be a part of that, get involved with us. It's free to attend. You don't have to be affiliate yet or anything. You can just show up and gain value and be a part of the energy. If you're interested at all in that, then just simply put a 1 down in the comment. And if someone sent you here, if someone reached out to you and said to you, hey, you really need to see this video, then the thing you need to do is reach back out to them, because they will have that link for you. They will be able to provide you with your next steps, all your details, everything you need to know to be set up for success and to be on your journey, whether it's just going into that virtual event and gaining that value, or if you decide to ultimately join us and start crushing it in the CBD industry and changing people's lives. Oh, we got it. People are putting it down. Let's show it on the screen. So May 30th, 10 a.m. PST. If you were brought here by myself, you're going to be putting a 1 in that chat. If not, you are going to be reaching out to the person. Tell you what, let's make it super easy, no confusion. Even if I sent you here, reach it out to me. I'm going to ignore the ones. Reach out to the person who sent you here. If you're serious, it's only a message away from changing your life. So take action on that. With all that being said, one more time, give it up for Ken for coming out and sharing his story with us. 1K affiliate already and on his way to the top. Cannot wait to watch all the success you create, brother. And for everybody else on here, this system that we have is so duplicatable. Just go back, watch Michael's story, listen to Ken's story, join us on Saturday and see it for yourself. But you need to take action. You need to reach up to be lifted up. And I hope to see every last one of you on the Saturday virtual event. It's going to be a massive, amazing time with tons of value. So I'm going to head to the pool with the family and, enjoy some of this triple-digit heat here in Arizona for a little while. And then I will be back on it again tonight for another training, some more good stuff, and making this team, even better than it was yesterday. So thank you for joining us today. Again, share, like, comment on this, and I will be talking to you very soon. See you Saturday. Peace.